Hello. Let me get off my phone. I just want to make sure that we are live. So we are live on my phone. We are live everywhere. What is this? My fifth episode of Pieces from My Purse. Love and money. So we are about to have a conversation with men and women. So I'm going to be part of the conversation today. I'm part of the women group. And we have these nice gentlemen that have been brave enough to come and talk with Shonda and I. If you all are on the comments, make sure y'all said, hey. We are streaming live on my personal Facebook page, on my business Facebook page, and on YouTube. So we're going to give some folks a few minutes to come on in the room. I think let me go ahead and edit my settings and we'll get started.
Are we missing someone?
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me good with this earpiece on?
Huh? Yep, you're
Can you hear
good.
me good with this earpiece? All right.
Yep, you're good. So
make sure you got your earpiece on because I don't need people to hear everything. Okay. Let me put mine on.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it's not.
Let me put my earpiece on too.
So I want y'all to know that the comment section on your right hand side is where y'all be able to see the comments that people are making. So I'm talking to my guests. And so again, I want to thank y'all for participating in Pieces from My Purse. Love and money is going to be a conversation between men and women. So what we're going to do is allow you all to introduce yourselves to the world, to the group, to everybody that's going to be watching, and let us know where you are calling in or logging in from. So we're going to start with, oh Jesus, she done left, she'll be back. We're going to start with Mr. Jeffrey, then Mr. Keith, and then when Shonda gets back in, we're going to have her introduce herself as well.
Well, what's going on, people? I'm Jeff Williams. Most of y'all may know me as Dub. Calling from Tampa, Florida, originally from Saginaw, Michigan. Me and my wife, we've been together since 15, 16 years old, so I feel like I have a lot of information, a lot of valuable knowledge I can bring, so I'm ready to go. Let's go.
You ready to go?
I'm ready to go. I ain't gonna tell y'all how long we've been together because I don't need y'all to try to add up the years and see how old I am. I need y'all to understand how young I look. That's all it's about.
Okay, next.
Well, my name is Keith Gardner. I go by Keith Anthony. I'm calling in from Detroit, Michigan. I've had my way and my share, in these 41 years of my life. I ain't ashamed. I look like a young spring chicken, so I throw it out there. But I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the good conversation today.
I missed the introduction. What's your name, sir? I'm sorry. What's your name?
You know my name, young lady. My name is.
I'm about to say, who are you talking to? It's too early in the call for these shenanigans now.
Right.
I'm situated now. I'm here. I just missed the introduction, so I just want okay.
I'm gonna need you to park though. I don't need you doing this driving. I need you to park.
I'm ratting. Somebody else driving.
Oh, okay.
Well, go ahead. Okay, what's your name, young lady, and where are you calling in from?
Hey, y'all. My name is Shonda, and I am calling from Somerset Collection. I'm calling from Detroit. Y'all know where I'm calling from. I'm calling from Detroit area, Metro Detroit area. That's where I'm calling from.
Okay. All right. So y'all know me. I'm Treese, your financial bestie. I am here in Saginaw, Michigan. So I'm excited to have this conversation. So we're going to do an icebreaker game. Y'all know every show I do an icebreaker game. But it's normally called Would You Rather? But since it's guys and girls, we're going to play the game called Who Should Pay? So this is going to be the Who Should Pay game. So y'all, and y'all can give y'all answers however your most honest answer, and then y'all can tell why y'all picked that answer. If y'all in the comments, y'all can go ahead and answer the questions as far as who should pay. Are y'all ready for the Who Should Pay game?
Yes, ma'am.
Bring it on.
All right, first question. Who should pay for the dinner date? The man, the woman, both, or either one? So this is going to be These 4 answers across the board for all the questions. Should the man pay, the woman pay, both, or either? In the comments, I want to know y'all answers too. So go ahead. Who y'all think should pay?
I mean, it's like the first date, like first meeting date. Like, what date is this?
It's a dinner date. I mean, if it's a husband and wife, if it's a first date, if y'all dating, who should pay for dinner?
Come on, Trace. This question is too broad. You kind of got to narrow it down.
Yeah.
Like it makes
Okay,
it,
but who
like,
gonna pay on the first date? Who paid for dinner on the first date?
The
What's the man? Of course.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
most definitely the man.
Okay,
has to
so
pay.
who gonna pay? Who pays for dinner in a relationship?
I mean, me personally, I feel like if you going out to eat or you doing anything, I feel like the man should take the responsibility of taking care of that. I mean, me personally,
You just said you personally, so I mean, y'all feel like a man should pay for dinner. I think the man should pay for dinner too. But I
think so.
I will pay for dinner sometimes. I don't have a problem. Not
Yeah,
on the first date.
So what we're saying that this is the standard for like,
Yeah, the
I mean, like
standard.
2 years deep in a relationship, your girl can't take you out. She can't pick up the tab. That's what you're saying.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that, but I'm just saying normally on a dinner date, who normally pays?
Yeah, so let's establish.
But normally,
No, but I feel like if it's like, okay, if the guy is courting, if he's dating her, I do believe that he should pay. But once you're like in a relationship and it becomes like a partnership, and it's like, okay,
he should pay.
I got time. Like, I feel like it depends on where you are in the relationship. But in the beginning stages, I do feel like the man should pay.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree with that.
I think the man should still pay the majority of the time if we going on a dinner date, whether we first date, 10th date, and 10 years in, married.
That the woman should ever.
So hold on. So you say, hold on, Shonda. You say you don't think that a woman should ever pay, is what you said?
I didn't say she should ever pay. I just said that the man should pay most. I just think that normally the man grabs the tab though, right? Ain't that normally what I will pay. I have no problem with paying.
I can't tell.
Don't the man grab the tab? Keith, do you normally grab the tab when you out with somebody?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But listen, but that's why I said let's set the record straight. Let's get some clarity going on, because there has been times where, if I'm with if I had a significant other, pick up the tab. Like sometimes like we might just on a random Thursday go grab some drinks or whatever. She might say, hey babe, let's go do this. I got the tab. Then that should be okay. That shouldn't be like, oh man, and pick up the tab. But yes, in courtship, like when you're courting and getting to know a woman, or if a man initiates and say, hey, let me take you out, or but yeah, so I do agree that predominantly the man should, probably ice the tab, but there are those 1-off, 2-off, 3-off situations where a woman, I'm saying, it's okay for a woman to pick up the tab, and as a man, you shouldn't feel, less of a man if a woman picks up the tab. That's okay.
Yeah, and that's all. I agree with you 1,000%. That's all. I was saying the same thing.
I think it's all based on the individual. I think it's all based on the individual. Me personally, I feel like a man should pay for the tab, and even if the woman pay for it, in my case, I'm like, well, let me get the card and let me get the money so it look like it coming for me. Facts. I ain't playing.
You care about what
I feel like.
Huh?
I
don't care what people think. I don't care what people think. I care what I think. I care what I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Only time I've ever done that, because, like I say, me and my wife, we've been together since 15, 16 years old. So only time I've ever did that is when I've been down. You know what I mean? So shit, I know I'm down. Everybody else don't need to know it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'll pick it up.
Doesn't mean that her man is down.
Yeah.
I'm talking about broke. I'm talking about when I had hit a rough patch. You know what I mean? When I hit a rough patch, you know what I'm saying? And she was kind of doing things, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, hey, I'll let her know in advance. I got it, but look, give me the card. You know what I mean? I can you know what I'm saying?
I can respect that.
I get it.
So, but so basically, we saying the same thing. Predominantly, the man should pay.
Yeah, man should. Yeah,
and just say, even if he ain't got it, hand me the card. And
if I ain't got it, hand me that card.
I'm not going above and beyond to slide you the card to the table like, here, babe, you act like you can.
Oh yeah. Huh? We already established that before we went.
We already established before they went.
Oh, we ain't going.
Okay.
Oh, we ain't going.
Put it in my wallet. Give me the card out your purse. I'm gonna put it in my wallet, and we going.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Next question.
Hey, can I say something though?
Yes.
What this should be like, this should make us understand like the world we live in, that bro, that we even should have to go through that like judgment, and like it's okay sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
No, it is.
You know what I mean?
So,
right. We gotta feel like, man, baby, let me slide, and then don't let an argument come 2 weeks later. I had to slide you my card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but yeah, it's just crazy, but I get it.
Nah,
So
you
you
know.
believe that the world is conditioned to think that the man is broke if they see the woman paying?
Man, yeah, come on, man.
Is that you said? Is that what I'm saying?
That's something.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's sad that we even had that. It's
a
all about quality.
conversation.
Listen, like in a perfect world, if I get in a relationship, I want to be equal. Like I want the equality factor to be all around the board. Like even like I understand the whole thing of submission, and yes, I want a submissive wife, but when necessary, not all around the board. Like you submit to me. No, like I want a partner. A relationship is about partnership. That means like you come to the table with what you come with, and if I'm slacking, then you patch me up, and vice versa. So, but I just feel like us. I ain't even gonna say. I think it's our culture. We just so far gone. Like y'all ain't got to bring nothing to the table, and that's just crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
wait, you getting deep off into the wait, Shonda, wait, let's finish the game. He getting off into the topic of this discussion because she's like, wait, because calm down, settle down, Shonda, settle down.
She ready to go in.
Okay, next question. If the man pays for dinner, who leaves the tip? Mind y'all, this is just a game. This is a game. It's all fun. If the man pays for dinner, who leaves the tip? The man, the woman, both, or either one?
I mean, I feel like that's part of dinner.
Yeah.
Yep. I think the woman.
It's part of dinner.
If the man pays for dinner, I'm definitely gonna leave the tip.
Your logic crazy. You might as well pay for dinner. Your logic crazy. So that's all part of dinner.
It's all a part of dinner.
That's all part of dinner.
Yeah.
So
y'all split the bill. What the girl?
How we split the bill? I don't have like
take care of the bill, okay, and that includes the gratuity or the tip.
Yeah, that's all the same. That's all part of it. That's all the same.
I agree with that.
So both.
Something to brag about later on.
Yeah.
I am not trying to brag about leaving no tip, no 15-20% tip. I just think that like it's kind of like how you said, Keith, it's a partnership. So if you pay for the dinner, I don't mind getting the tip. I don't have to like.
So that means you put the gas in the car too to go to the venue too, huh?
Hello.
No. It's all part of dinner. It's all part of dinner.
Okay. I mean,
so
someone said if he pay, I'm leaving the tip, and I'm over tipping. Oh, see, she said she leaving the tip.
Okay, listen, I'm not saying I mind leaving the tip. The question was who should be tipping.
Who should? Yeah, who should?
All right, okay. So
you said who should?
So I'm the only one that says the woman, and y'all three said the man because it's part of dinner. I mean, I get your logic that it's part of dinner. They just take care of everything, but I just feel like. Kind of like how Keith was saying, like if you take me out, I'll leave the tip. Like, hey, here you go. I'm literally going in my pocket to leave the tip.
Let me leave the tip at don't be like, oh, I paid the bill, you leave the tip. Like, don't tell me to pay the tip.
Oh no, I don't think they should tell you to pay the tip. No. If he said no, you got. If he looking at you like you got the tip. I just think it's a gesture. That's made. All right. Oh, this next question. Who's buying the movie tickets? The man, the woman, both, or either?
It's just a different It's a different
day. Yeah, I'm about to say this is a movie date. Yeah. Who want to see the movie?
Date? Who want to see the movie?
Who want to see the movie?
Who want to see the movie?
So whoever want to see the movie, that determines who got to pay.
Yeah. Then I get the snacks.
You say, hey. Hey, I'm gonna take you out to go see such and such this weekend, and I just feel like I should be able to. I ain't gonna leave my pocketbook at home. I mean, I ain't gonna leave my wallet at home, but I'm expecting you to be like, all right. She said she was taking me on a date to the movies. Now then, we could probably hit the bar afterwards, or I get the.
No, I'll be like, can you take me to go see? Or no, I ain't gonna say, can you take me? I'm gonna be like, oh, I want to see such and such, or such and such coming out, and then you should take me.
Yeah,
that's how it should go.
I agree. I want to see Avatar. I ain't saying nothing else.
I want to go see. I want to see Avatar. Like she said, I want to see Creed.
I want I want $1 million.
But we talking about the movies though.
I'm just saying you can't. I don't do well with
subliminal.
You gotta be direct. Yeah, be direct.
So she gotta ask you to take you to the movie, to take her to the movies.
Huh? We got it. Yeah, you want me? I want to go to the movies. Yada yada. Don't just say you know what I mean. You got to be direct. You know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, I think it's all the same though. Honestly speaking, going to the movies, going to the dinner. You know what I'm saying. Like bro say, it's just all depends. You know what I mean. It all depends, especially where y'all at in your relationship. You know what I mean. Like I feel in the beginning, you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be a man's duty just to. I don't know. It make you feel some type of way about yourself when every time you go out somewhere, a woman is taking care of everything, and they give them a little bit too much.
Bob said, "I still got these crazy 8 questions. Let him write the next ones."
Huh?
Bob Johnson said, "I still got."
Yeah, because they kind of too broad. You know what I mean? They kind of too broad. You know what I mean? It's kind of like hard to get like.
Well, I think to me, but we just want to know your opinion, though. But even if your opinion is, it depends on what stage of the relationship. That's fine. But I think the man should pay for the movies, regardless of who wants to see it.
Yeah, maybe the question should be when is it appropriate in the relationship for women to finally pay for something, foot the bill?
I like that. I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Never appropriate for the woman to pay, because some people believe that women should never pay. They should never pay. They should never pay.
Hey, man, I think that
is it ever?
I think that was your like probably your great uncles or some back in the day like that. You know, listen. I like to feel appreciated too, and this is the thing across the board where I'm not gonna say what women don't understand, but if we all could get on the same page that you're not the only one that like to be treated nice. Women are not the only one that deserve to be treated nice. Like sometimes like women. You love women reassurance, baby. You look good. You good. Let me take you out. You do like, hey, you handsome. You did a good job. I appreciate you taking the trash out. I appreciate you rolling the dumpsters. Whatever type of, because it work hand in hand. Like you make me want to do something for you, and I'm gonna go over and beyond and do. If you make me want it, if you make me feel special enough to say I want to do this for you, I'm gonna go over and beyond. And I feel like it should, we should play off each other. That's the only way. It ain't, happy wife, happy life, happy spouse, happy house, a happy partner. Well,
I like the happy wife, happy life.
I bet you do.
Bro, spitting facts.
Okay. Well, next question. I told y'all this part supposed to be fun.
Oh, yeah,
no, we having fun.
Yes, we are.
Absolutely.
Okay, next question. Y'all getting into the real talk stuff. Who's buying the snacks? So at the movie. This is just an icebreaker. This is just the icebreaker.
We taking snacks. Well, we stopping at the stores. You crazy?
Yeah, that's what I agree.
You seen them snack prices?
So wait, is nobody? Because y'all bring your own. You got the big purse.
All snacks. You crazy?
Okay.
You coming heavy in the Glamour Harlot show?
$8 for no Pepsi Cola. I'm not. No.
Y'all already got a bunch of mess in y'all purse anyway. Might as well sneak some snacks in there.
Okay. So that answer is E. Nobody. Ain't nobody paying for the snacks.
No, but it ought to be a part like the same. Whoever, I feel like it'd be the same as whoever paying to get in. I feel like whoever treating is gonna treat all the way around. It's your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? If you taking them out, if you're gonna go for dinner, you pay for the lead a tip. If you're going out on a movie, you get the snacks. You know what I'm saying?
So this is how I think. Like, if we go to the movies, he go get the tickets, and I'm over there getting the snacks, and then we go inside the movie. Like, I think the woman will pay for the snacks.
And there's no correct answer. You know what I mean? So it just all depends on it's no correct answer for it. It all depends on what works in your relationship.
Yeah, and
that works for y'all. That's what works.
That's the whole point of the conversation, to have what? I'm not taking you serious, Keith. Why you sitting back?
I'm just listening. I'm soaking it all in.
Okay.
So.
Next question. Who pays for the drinks at the bar?
Really?
The man, the woman, both, or either one?
Wait, what?
Who pays for the drinks at the bar?
I was just gonna ask you that. The man. Nah, since you, but I will say this. Typically for me, I always buy back. Like if somebody offer me a drink, I'll be like, okay, what you drinking? Like the next round on me. Like that's just what I do. But I'm not going to initially offer to buy a drink.
A man, or are you talking about when we out?
Oh, when we out. Oh,
now you're talking about when we out. I'm talking about.
I'm in a relationship. If I'm in a relationship and I go to the bar with my man, I'm never opening my purse. I'm not opening my purse. Okay?
You can put them to sleep. They like, God.
I don't care. I'm not opening my purse when I'm with my man.
I mean, I don't know. I disagree with that. I do feel like I like to treat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have no problem with treating and saying, no, I got it or something like that. But I know, but even when I would say I got it, sometimes men would be like, oh, no, I got it. And they'll be fine with that. Or they'll take care of the bill anyways. But also, normally, though, at a bar, I think men normally pay for the drinks. But the thing is, a lot of times I don't even want a man buy. To be honest, I don't even want a man buy my drink at the bar unless I know them personally. Because then after that, they be like, they think something else. I be like, I'm good. Nope. Because they don't know how to just keep it as a thank you as a drink. If they think something else supposed to transpire, then they want your number. No, just.
But see, that's another topic though. Are we talking about the woman that we at the bar with, or are we talking about just random? Because you talking about a random guy bringing you a drink.
I went off the woman that you with. So Cecil said the guy must do it all. I guess he's talking about you, Shonda.
You know, we living in a day and age where we have women who literally get dressed, go out to the bar, and wait for dudes to buy them drinks.
Yeah.
Listen, but this is the thing with me. Like, I don't think if a guy's in a bar, I'll say it's probably a very small percentage of guys who probably just hanging in there that's broke and can't buy no drink. You probably got the one-offs of the situation. But if a guy sent like, well, I'm gonna just go for me. If I sent you trying to hang around me so that I'm buying you, I'm dubbing you off the top. It ain't like, but if the thing, like if I go out with somebody, like I got friends where I be like, all right, cool, we can go out, have a drink. Or I get that call like, no, she looking for something. She only call me when she want to go out and have. No, it's not happening because you're not about to get off on me. Make me want to do something for you. Like act like you about to pay. Like I got a lot of home girls. Like I got a lot of like legit like platonic home girls that I hang out with. And they don't mind. They buy drinks, whatever. So when I go out, I don't mind paying for the drinks because I know that I don't got nobody just hitting me up and trying to hang out with me on a Friday or a Saturday just because they think they about to get a buzz or get drunk on me. Right. It don't work like that.
That's true.
Reciprocate. So yeah, like I mean, it's different these days. Like I think back in the day, yeah, once upon a time, but we living in popping shit. You think I went to school for cop? We were in that era. I'm off that. No, that's not. No, it's over with.
Bob Johnson said, "Whoever gets the drunkest, since they won't remember the next day, anyways." Godly. All right, next question. Ooh, this is gonna be a good one. Who's paying for the vacation? The man, the woman, both, or either? Hello?
Well, coming from a married man, it depend on what are we doing? What are we celebrating? Is it is just get up and get away?
Somebody said both.
I'm about to say I would say both though. I would say both. Yeah.
Both paying for the vacation?
In a marriage, because me personally, what we do at the beginning of the year, I try to plan it out at the beginning of the year, where we gonna go and what we gonna do, and then we'll try to put money aside for that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's the way we do it. I'm saying it's to each his own, but I feel like in a marriage, I would say both.
I want to know your answer. The married man said both.
Yeah, I would say both.
Keith?
Yeah, I would say like if you like trying to be Big Willie and you popping crazy, or talking crazy, you're trying to then of course, I mean, yeah, put your money where your mouth is. If you're not in a relationship, because we got a lot of that going on now. Let's go out of town. I got you, big. What y'all call it? Getting flued out? Then yeah, I don't do that. But
getting flued out.
I don't do that. But if that's the case, if that's the time you on, then yeah, put your money where your mouth is. But in a relationship, of course, man, like my thing is, let's make it make sense. I'm not about to drain your financial resources, and let's work together. You're not about to drain my financial resources. We're gonna come together as one, and we're gonna have a good time. So let's make it happen. So I feel like that's only fair.
Okay, Shonda.
We already know her answer.
No. You don't know. Vacation, get the flights. I got the hotel. When we get there, he take care of everything else. Or I get the flight, you get the hotel, but yeah, while we're out to eat and all that kind of stuff, or little stuff in between, I might take care of. I don't know.
You might make the Walmart run.
Whatever. I'm gonna make sure everything.
Might go get the ice in the middle of the night.
The itinerary is good. I might have everything planned out. Whatever. Like, I'm gonna do my part.
But he gotta pay. I think that on a vacation, if he get the flights and the hotel, then I'm taking care of all of the expenses while we're there. And if I get the flights and the hotel, then he take care of all the spending money while we're there.
I say. Huh?
That's pretty much what I said.
That's not what you said. You said you getting a hotel.
I'll get a flight, or I get the flights, he get the hotel, or vice versa. But when we get there, he pay for everything. But if you think about the amount of money that's being spent on flights and hotel, what's the difference? You just choosing a different percentage of how much you paying.
See, you trying, Trees? She did not say the same thing you said. Don't let that woman confuse you.
How? How did I not? Think about it. About it. When you go to flights now costing you what? Let's just call them $350. Let's call it $700 for a couple, right?
Nicole said whatever's the cheapest, she got that.
But when we get there, if I say, damn, I'll pay for the hotel or I'll pay for the flights, the amount of money that I'm spending for that is probably the same amount you're probably gonna spend while we're here when we're eating dinner. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference?
Well, I think the only thing, because you said if I got the flight, he got the hotel and all the spending.
Yeah.
There. And then you said if he got the flight, then you got the hotel and all the spending. I said I will do the hotel and the flight, and then he get the spending. Or he does the hotel and the flight, and I do the spending. Like, you know.
Okay.
All right.
Y'all know I love my friend. All right, so here go another one, y'all.
This still icebreaker stuff?
Yes, because y'all want to debate. Y'all having real conversation. The woman who's paying for the woman to go on a girl's trip?
Cost.
The girl is paying for the girl's trip. I got to send me on the girl's trip. I got it.
Right.
Right.
No, that's the woman all day long.
Next question.
No, yeah. I want to talk about this because
all day long.
No, let me explain my answer.
Okay.
I think that if his woman is going on a girl's trip, I think the man should at least give her some spending money, like to know that you got something. Like, I'm not saying he got to pay for the trip or anything, but I think a man should make sure, like, okay, I know she at least got money to get back, or if something happened, I know I gave her something or whatnot. I think the man should do something to his woman.
So in that, in that aspect, you
gonna let your woman go out of town, bro? I mean,
we got connected accounts, so I make sure she'd be okay if she needed anything. You know what I mean? But if you're going on a woman's trip, hopefully you already prepared for that trip. You got your own money for that trip, and then if anything was to happen, I'll make sure she okay. But no, I'm not offering to pay for a girl's trip. No, you can go. I'm more than like no.
I'm almost 300% sure that if if I tried, if your significant other tried to go out on a fellas trip out of town and didn't have no money, you gonna tell him his priorities is messed up. That's a fact.
What's effed up?
Oh, wait a minute, Toy. Oh, Toy in the background.
No, I'm not financing a woman's trip. I say I will make sure we got some money in the account for you, but
yeah.
You okay, Jeff? Don't get put out.
You can slam the door. That's okay.
It's okay.
She'll figure out the next woman's trip how it works.
I mean, you're right. I'm not paying for the man to go on a guy's trip or giving him some money.
Why not?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, because I don't know. I mean, there are some things that I am still kind of traditional about because I think the man, I mean, he got it. He okay. He good. But I do think that I feel like even when I go to Detroit, if I'm in a relationship, I think the man should still make sure, like, okay, I feel like a man should feel like, hey, I know I gave her $100, $200, something, she gonna be good. If something happens, she can get back home. I just think a man should, if his woman leaving, going somewhere, he know that he made sure she has some money. I wonder what Cecil talking about some wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't agree. Okay.
Nah, not at all.
Expect him to offer me no money, like here, like no.
I'm not saying he got to pay for my flight and our hotel and stuff like that, but I think that if I'm leaving to go out of town, the man should at least know. Like, I ain't saying he got to finance all my spending, but I think he should give some money. You know what? Who paying the mortgage and the rent? The man or the woman, or both, or either.
So we talking about mortgage and rent. I mean,
who should pay?
We talk about mortgage. Not 9 times out of 10, you talking about a married couple. I mean, if y'all got a mortgage together, you know what I mean. So I would say,
not all people.
Shut up.
Oh, well, I mean,
everybody
like no nerves and nothing like that. I mean, well, not everybody. You know, I'm not trying to single anybody out and nothing like that. Most of the time. But back to the question, I would say it just all depends on the agreement that y'all got with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's all different with each household. But I would say the majority of the bigger bills, I would say the man, you know, should take care of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, so you can afford me. My cousin, somebody I can't afford you, Latrice. Okay, you said the man. What about you, Keith? Who should pay the mortgage or the rent?
If the man is equipped to, you know, to foot the bill, then I'm okay with that. But I mean, and just in real life, I mean, that's a joint venture between a union. So I mean, if it makes sense for both to go half or to divvy it up, however you divvy it up, based on your household, the reality of your household, then I feel like that's a different circumstance or it looks different for different people. But of course, if the man, like if I get married and I can if I can ice those bills, I'm gonna do that. But I mean, if it don't make sense, it don't make sense.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Shonda?
Yeah, I agree. I think it depends on the financial situation. But I do feel like he should pay rent or mortgage or what have you, and then we do everything else. The rest
Okay. That's the next question. Who paying the utilities?
I'm paying the utilities. You pay the mortgage or the rent.
Yeah, I would say, yeah. I mean,
so wait,
like
see, Jeff, how about I want to hear Jeff? Who paying the mortgage and the rent?
You talking about in my situation or just pick me?
No, what do you think?
Oh,
I
say, yeah, I think like bro said, it's tailored around, you know, how your financial situation is in the home. But I don't think it's no necessary bill. You know what I'm saying? I think the best way that you should do, if you're in a marriage or a union or whatever y'all doing, y'all come to an agreement at the beginning. You know, when y'all getting into that mortgage, y'all come to an agreement of a set number that you're gonna pay monthly, not for a certain bill. You know what I mean? Because things come up. You know what I mean? So I would say just set a set number that you're gonna give monthly, and then you just divvy it out to whatever got to get paid. I wouldn't say necessarily what bill that's going to pay for, but just make sure that you know it's going to be enough to cover the expenses in your home. But y'all just come to that agreement to what's, you know, where that money is going. But it's not, I don't say necessarily, oh, you got the utility bill and I got this. No, we just got a set a number amount where we're going to pay monthly, and then we take it from there.
Yeah.
All right. Key, who paying the utilities?
Yeah, I agree with bro, man. It just got to make sense. Like my thing is this. I feel like it's impossible, and I think it's crazy if anybody has ever gotten to the stage of being married and not having this figured out. I feel like it's yeah. Like, how do you get there and not have this already? You know, have some sense of organization amongst. I mean, when it comes to these type of situations. However, I mean, I stand firm on what I said before. It just makes sense. Like when I do get married, I pray. You know what I mean? That I'm in the space where I can let my wife freelance and have her, you know, money. But I mean, if that's not the case, then of course I sit down and make it make sense. I mean, if we gotta do that, we gotta do that.
Gotcha.
Partnership, man.
Definitely a partnership. Definitely a partnership. All righty. Oh, y'all know that was a
that was an icebreaker. Sheesh.
That was the icebreaker. Sheesh. Exactly. Y'all ready for the real discussion? How did y'all enjoy that icebreaker? Y'all was getting deep all off into it, even with the icebreaker.
Yeah,
y'all done made the man go get a drink. He said, take my water. Okay, y'all ready for the discussion? Y'all ready for the discussion?
Let's go.
Okay, here's the first question. As it pertains to finances, do you believe that the gender roles have changed? And is it okay for a man to be a stay-at-home father and a woman be the breadwinner? So anybody, do y'all think gender roles have changed?
I don't think it's changed. Yeah. I don't think it's changed.
I don't think gender roles, because you're saying gender roles, like even if my wife making $1 million a year selling cosmetics, I'm still a man. You know what I mean? Like, so gender roles, I just feel like the dynamic of economics have changed. Like, broad, like you can start a woman can start a cosmetic line and change the trajectory of her whole, not only her marriage, of her whole family. You know what I mean? Sure. Like her. So yeah, I do think.
First.
So do y'all think that more women are actually making more money than men now?
Let me ask you a question. What's the reasoning this man is a stay-at-home dad?
All right.
Like, what's the reasoning? I mean, it really should be. I mean, like, honestly speaking, like, what's the reasoning behind?
So do you think that men should be? There's okay for a man to be a stay-at-home dad?
I honestly believe in this climate that we in. I don't think it's possible. I don't think women will let it be possible. I don't think the woman will let that be possible.
If he has the inability to get out and work, then he just can't simply can't do it.
So we're gonna say it's a full capable man, not no one that's handicapped or anything like that.
It's not possible.
It's just that, but like I keep saying,
I think that it's possible, but I don't think that the woman would allow that to be possible.
That's what I'm about to say, and that's why I'm gonna ask this question I pose this question to the ladies. Could you think of a valid reason, or is there a valid reason for a man to even be a stay-at-home father in your eyes?
Yeah.
Regardless of the circumstance, is that even realistic? Is it valid for him? You a millionaire, you love this man. Let's just say Trees, man, you met in college, you hit it off. We married for 4 years, you hit it off in the 5th year, and you go crazy and we got 3 kids, and we don't want to send our kids nowhere. Is that a valid reason for me to be a stay-at-home dad while you run the corporation? Or am I gonna be your
boy?
What am I trying to say?
What do you mean don't want to send the kids nowhere? Like don't want to send
your rug man. Yeah.
But what do you mean don't want to send the kids nowhere? Like don't want to send them to school?
Like daycare. Like daycare. A lot of people don't believe in daycare.
No, sir, you got to get over that. You got to get over that.
But it's valid for you. Like if I get the $1 million corporation, it's okay for you to be home and do all that, right?
Listen, we just talked about the word gender roles, and there, I think the question she asked the question, have they changed? No, they haven't changed. They're just becoming extinct. Like people don't look at gender roles anymore, so they haven't changed, but they still exist. You know what I'm saying? Like there are. We have all been conditioned to believe there are gender roles. Am I right or am I wrong? Come on.
Yes, gender. My apologies. Yes, we all have been conditioned growing up to know what gender role. A woman is supposed to do this. A man is supposed to do this. Yeah. So what I'm asking is there a unique situation where things can be altered?
Let me tell you something. It tell you in the Bible, if a man don't work, he don't eat. What are you talking about?
Listen, I understand. But listen, but work. Listen, you're right. You're absolutely right. But if a man is at home, let's just say this: if a man is working home, 9 times out of 10, and I'm not talking about Pookie and Ray Ray that's at the crib playing video games with the kids. I'm talking about a healthy marriage where the woman is the active breadwinner, but the father is getting the kids up, getting them dressed, making breakfast, taking them to school, picking them up from school, doing a grocery shop, all the things that happen. Those things happen. We might not be privy to that now in our culture because it's probably very few far in between, but these things happen. So all I'm saying is there a case where, like, even if you, Shonda, let's say you love your husband, you love him to death. He worked for DTE for 10 years, and then you a millionaire now, baby. Take care.
Yeah, I don't know, but he's speaking facts though, because there you go.
My bad.
Why in the comment they talking about some talk to him, bro? Oh, hush.
Yeah.
Listen.
No, I get what he's saying.
Here's the thing about it.
I know why my cousin is saying talk to him, because his situation is like, I don't want to say.
Is he a stay-at-home dad?
No, he's not a stay-at-home dad, but his wife held down the fort while so this is my thing. He gonna be talking about that when the couples get on. His wife kind of held down the fort, and now he where he need to be, and he retired her. Like she believed in him, got him where he need to be, and guess what he said?
That goes back to what's the scenario behind this man not being not being able to go to work.
And so I was that's what I was gonna say. I was like, it all depends. If we got a certain goal that we trying to accomplish,
right.
Then okay, if you need to go back to school, or if you climbing this or that, if something has to happen, then I gotta hold it down for a while. Then by all means, I'm good, because like you said, it's a partnership. But if it was somebody like Pookie and Ray Ray who just want to sit and play video games and get high and drunk with their homeboys and this and that, then no, I'm not gonna take care of no man. I'm not taking care of no man. But also, and if it comes to like what Keith was saying, say I get a cosmetic company and now I'm a multi-millionaire. Should he still be working? No. What we gonna do? You gonna come working with, not working for me, but we gonna work with me, because at the end of the day, I'm still a woman. So it's gonna be certain things that's gonna kind of like almost get by me. People gonna try to get over on me. So I need that male presence even in the business, even to run things by. So I still wouldn't even see it as him being a stay-at-home dad. But if it's just somebody who, if you bring in income, you might not have to go. You might not have to physically go into work. But if you're say if you're doing real estate investing or whatever, that's fine. You don't got to do a traditional 9 to 5. But what you contributing, or what's the goal?
That's what I'm saying. If he's able to get up and go and make money, y'all know good and well in the times that we in, a woman ain't gonna respect no man that's just gonna sit around the house and not do nothing if he capable.
That's,
you know what I mean? Like
But we gotta be honest though, there are women that are taking care of grown kids, and because they just want a man.
And that's okay. If they okay with it, that's okay. But the reality of it is if he's able and capable and able to get up and go to work, he's not going to be respected in his own home if he's not getting up doing what he needs to do.
Well, Keita said she said she met a lady on an interview who said her husband did all the household duties, kids, shopping. She said she loved it because she would come home to dinner, a clean house, and happy kids.
Okay.
So I guess
that's what's up. That's what's up.
And it's possible. It's a possibility. I mean, it happens in certain situations. My thing is this. This is what I'm afraid of, and I'm flat out scared because I mean I feel like we're already too far gone. I feel like we already have a perception. Now, mind you, a perception is a perception. Like in a reality is a reality. But I feel like we have a perception of what things are supposed to look like, but we're not aware enough to know that if this works for you, like if this works for me and my situation, damn the perception. This is what works for me and my family. But I feel like you let other people talk, girlfriends talk, homeboys get together and talk.
Internet.
Stop letting people penetrate your union and realize that what works for you and your situation may be tailor fitted to work exactly for you and your situation. And that's okay. Just because the world say, oh no, a chick ain't got to do this, or it's not ladylike, or a nigga a simp if you take him out to dinner, this, that, and the third. No, man, this is what works. This is what makes me happy. This is what I'm in my happy space doing this. So even if it's not working for y'all, I'm gonna shut this. I'm gonna close my curtain here, and I'm gonna be happy over here. And that's what a lot of people need to lock into, because we're watching everything else, man. I seen a meme like we a sad generation with a bunch of happy photos, and that it made me. I felt that because that's right, but I'm so busy trying to put on a facade and make it look like this for you that I'm going home and I'm sad, like I'm not fulfilled. It's about being fulfilled with you and your partner. Damn, what else is going on? You know what I mean?
I agree 1,000%. I think you need to do what's best for you and your household, what works for you and what's going to get y'all to that next level. But I also too, I think that who said, was that you, Shonda, that said who said that gender roles have become extinct? Or was that Keith? Shonda?
That was me.
And I agree with everything Keith said, but I also feel like what Shonda was saying when she was talking about gender roles is being extinct is because I truly believe that the reason why we're at this point is because of what our parents and grandparents have gone through or whatnot. Because there's a lot of women who will say, hey, that's why we make our own money, because we didn't see what other women or older women went through when the man was the breadwinner. And when they set out and ran out with the lady around the corner and then left her with nothing. So we had to make sure that we had our own. And sometimes having our own caused us to end up having more than the man. And so then, like you said, now it's like, okay, I'm making all the money.
Now we masculine.
Yeah, now we masculine.
No.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
Imagine this. Let's just say, because I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna agree with y'all, ladies. It's scarce out. It's ugly out here for y'all. It's ugly. These dudes, like I got married dudes that ain't homeboys that ain't nothing. It's ugly out here for y'all. Like the at our age, like my thing is like I talk to my homeboys, my little homies, and be like, bro, y'all better find it now, because it's about building now. It's about the journey. Like all of my homeboys that's married, that's happily married. I love what they're doing. I respect their union, but I praise their journey, because you know during the journey it was ups, downs. But I had one of my homeboys tell me, he's like, dog, you give me a magic lamp, a genie, I can rub it. They can tell me I can want any woman I want. Beyonce, whatever. I'm picking my wife. I'm like, man, shut up, dog. He said, dog, I'm picking my wife because I know if I get down on my knuckles, I know she riding with me. I know she about to buckle up and go on this ride with me. That means something. But like I was saying, it's ugly out here for y'all. So listen, you find a man who's making $40K a year, and you establish making $200K, $300K a year, and he meet every need except for monetarily, and you don't even need the money. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do, Shonda?
What you gonna do?
Wait a minute, we've already had this conversation.
No, I'm asking you a question.
I never heard the answer.
I want to know what you gonna do.
Because if he's making 40,000 or whatever, 40K, and he's not living beyond his means and he's taking care of business, I'm cool with that. I'm okay. Like you don't have to be a 6-figure dude, right? You just got to know how to work that 40K that you're making.
Well, you sound crazy. You just got to know how to treat you as a woman.
Time out. We haven't even gotten there yet. Because I'm gonna tell you something, and I've said this before. At our age, we don't really have room for potential. There's no time for potential. So again, what I'm saying is, if he's making 40K and he ain't living check to check, then he may stand a chance. I am not in a position to groom you at 40 years old and build you. You should have been built. You should have been getting built in your 30s. I don't got time for that shit now. It's not happening.
It sound, but you talk about finances. What if everything else he's already built?
We're not getting that far. Okay, we're not going to get to the. We're not getting that far.
And I respect that. But then,
we're not getting that far. Listen, I'm not no spring chicken. Okay, I'm not 20 years old. There's no room for me to.
I'm about to take it there, and you know I love you, and you know I love you. I'm about to take it there.
Take it.
Listen, because this is the dude you're supposed to lock in, and maybe you can. With you making your 200, 300, you can probably help cultivate him and catapult him into a different area just by being a strong black woman to him. But yet you would go and get with a dope nigga and let him.
I don't mess with dope dudes.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking across the board. I'm not talking to you. Okay. I'm just saying how things go. So 40,000 ain't enough. But he gonna treat you right, do whatever. But you gonna go get with the nigga who flashing and have babies over here, and get you pregnant and then get off. That's what I'm saying. That it makes no sense. So all I'm saying is this: this is the blinders are on. We're getting somewhere with me. I don't know if we get somewhere with y'all, but the blinders are on because everything is not about finances. Let's get to the point. And the thing when we getting up in age, if you got.
Come back. See, you talking that bullshit, so you got cut off.
No. You got somebody who's treating you right, and you got your own money. You got your own. Why does this man have to have money to treat you right? Make it make sense.
Listen, bro. Sean, your face ain't even letting you hear him. It's all over you. You're not even here. Listen, because like bro saying
40,000 wasn't enough money.
You pretty much said that. You pretty much said that.
Yes,
you said it's not enough.
Your exact words. Yeah, he's not getting far.
That's what you said.
Can y'all hear me
when
out?
She supposed to rewind it, you can hear
that.
Okay.
What did I say? I started off. I said if he's making 40K and he know how to move with that 40K and he ain't living struggling check to check, then okay, that's cool. I didn't say he had to be rich because 40. We all know 40K not a lot of money, right? I never say he had to be rich, but I'm not meeting anyone at my 40, about to be 41-year-old age, and he struggling and coming in. I'm not. I am not. Now, if I get with a guy or if I'm with my husband and we do this and then he good and then he fall off, I got you. But you're not coming in the game struggling. I'm not taking that shit right now at 40 years old. I'm not. And I said what I said.
How many times you been married?
Never.
How many times you been proposed to?
Twice. But by the same person. Does that count?
You ready?
Yeah. No, don't tell me that's why I'm not married. I don't want to hear that shit.
I've never said
that's BS too.
Questions, but relax.
Let's go.
I tell she can't hear you, bro.
I'm ready.
She ain't hearing you right now.
Come on, Keith.
I'm just asking you questions, my sister. That's all. I'm just trying to.
Come on,
I just thought Treese was the one asking questions here. But come on.
And let me tell you why I'm asking these questions. My brother's already married. Bro, I admire you for that. You know what I mean? I can imagine you probably had some ups and downs. I aspire to get to where you are. But let me tell you a downfall with me. I'm going to hold myself accountable. I feel like I probably lost out a couple times because I was trying to be out here and put on a persona for some chicks that wasn't worth nothing, for my homeboys. Now, you know what? At 41, I just turned 41 March the 13th. I feel like I'm a good candidate. but I'm lonely. I go home and I have lonely nights. And then I think about it, but just because I'm lonely don't mean I'm about to settle. I got to pray to God to send me a eligible candidate again, because just because I'm lonely don't mean I'm about to settle for something that I'm not about to, like, I'm not about to do it. So Lord, send it to me. If not, buy me a Corvette and I go from there. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I want a companionship. I want a union. And yes, I'm holding myself accountable. I missed out trying to be a playboy, trying to do things that, you know what I'm saying, trying to be out in the street. Now, all I'm saying is I know what it feels like to go home and be lonely.
So
and I don't have, and it's two different type of lonely. It's lonely when you can't have nobody, but it's lonely when you can call somebody and not be fulfilled. But I'm over that point of calling somebody over, and then like, what you want to do? I don't even want to lay next to nobody that I don't. That's the point that I'm at. But
so Keith, somebody in the comments said, well, why are you asking her to settle? You said you're not
asking her to settle. I'm just saying. Listen,
that's what somebody said in the comment.
Let me explain. I'm not asking Shonda to settle. All I'm saying is, what I'm trying to get everyone to see is, listen, they're only on TV. It's only one Puff Daddy. It's only one Jay-Z and Beyonce. It ain't gonna look like that for everybody. So listen, as a strong black woman, some ladies might be lucky enough to meet an eligible bachelor that got it all together. Some of y'all gonna have to build this nigga up. Some of y'all gonna have to build him up. Not meaning that he ain't got it together. You're going to have to speak to the king in him. You're gonna have to build him up. And if you ain't got that in you, then that might be your loss. That's all I'm saying. That might be your loss. You ever seen something? Listen, I was a kid. Before my mom, I had 5 brothers and sisters. And my best friend, my mama best friend, I became best friends with her son. His name was Rodney. This nigga used to get every pair of shoes he wanted every week. He used to go out and play basketball, but we wore the same shoe size. You know what I used to be able to do? My mama had 6 kids. She wasn't able to buy me. When he was done with them, soap, water, make him look like new. Some of y'all gonna have to make this nigga look like new. And if you're not up for that, then you might be stuck. That's all I'm saying. It don't look like Jay-Z and Beyonce for everybody. And I'm not saying it's not about settling. It's about building somebody up. Dog, make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not saying this woman got to settle. All I'm saying is you may find somebody who got a treasure built deep inside of them that it might not come out unless you pull it out. That's all I'm saying.
And because in a lot of situations, it takes a woman to bring that out of a man.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us didn't grow up a lot of us didn't grow up that way. A lot of us didn't grow up seeing a man treat a woman the way she needed to be treated. A lot of us didn't grow up around marriage. You know what I mean? So it's like, sometimes it takes that strong woman to bring, you know what I'm saying, the best out of that man. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes a woman's not up for that. You know, what, like bro say, that'd be your loss. But I just feel like everything shouldn't just be based on finances, though. You know what I'm saying? Everything should not be based on finances.
The show is about finances.
I'm talking about going. No. Listen to me. I'm talking about putting a number on how much a man is making. If the man is bringing everything else to the table, and just because maybe that's all that he had on his plate at that time, and then you gonna bring out the you know what I'm saying, something better in him, and the uplifting to spark something inside of him to want to do more.
I never put a number out there, but go ahead, Trace.
She never put a number on it. And to be honest,
I know. I'm not saying shit. Yeah, go ahead.
She never put a number on it. And I can understand where Shonda is coming from. And correct me if I'm wrong, Shonda. I feel like Shonda is saying is that at our age, we don't have the luxury and or the time to try to be building a man. That's what she's saying. And as far as that building, while we were building and while we were doing, this was in the 20s and our 30s. And I think also too, that's why women at our age, especially by the time we get 45, if we're not married, we probably gonna end up not being married.
I'm not even saying building a man. How about you add and y'all both add to each other? You know what I mean? It's not about.
Trace, you just literally walked into my next question. What up, bro? You literally just walked into my next question.
What show is this? Trace, what's the next question?
No. I'm saying like, no. It
Keisha.
what I was about to say. So listen, at 45, 46, if it don't happen, did you not settle or did you miss the boat?
Okay, wait, say that again.
I said, so you just said like when you get up in age, 40-something, maybe you have to deal with the reality of it might not happen. So listen, if you get up to that age, 45, 46, and it don't happen, did you not settle or did you miss the boat?
That's like saying, is your cup half empty or half full? Like either way, you didn't settle or you missed the boat. Who knows?
No. I'm gonna answer the question. I think what happened, and I'm just being honest, and as far as us in our culture, and even without like the emotion, what ends up happening, especially with a lot of Black women, because again, how we was raised and how we was groomed and what we was taught. We was taught, get your career, focus on yourself. And I talked about this in the other show, books before boys, because boys being babies. So we were so focused on ourselves, this whole independent. And so now we got to this point, and I'm just saying Black women as a whole, it's like, I don't need you. And I'm not saying that's right. And I still feel like as women, we still need men. But unfortunately, because we have started going out and getting the bag, that it's like we don't depend on a man. And so now, like you all were saying, sometimes we might miss out on a dude. Or because it's like, well, you can't do this and you can't do that. And that is unfortunate. That has happened. Or we've wasted some precious years on some things, and then it's like, and you get in your 40s, it's like, okay, now I ain't got time to try to figure this out because I didn't already spent the 20s and the 30s. So I think also that's where Shonda is coming from. It's not saying like, oh, if you won't make a certain amount of money and this and that. You got to understand, like, as women in our 40s, we done been through some things, and we probably we're scared or don't want to go through some things again. It's like we don't have time to try to figure you out. Or are you okay? Is you going? Because we in our 40s already, and I think
respect.
And I think that's all that is. It's like we didn't wasted our, I ain't gonna say wasted, so let me rephrase. We didn't already, our good years.
Spend a lot of time.
These are best years. So we gotta be real cautious on how we utilize our best years in our 40s.
You're absolutely correct.
And I think that's all she's saying is that we have to be cautious. And she's like, I don't know if I want to take that gamble on this potential, because guess what? I took them gambles in my 20s and 30s and they didn't pan out, because that's why I'm right here right now in my 20s.
But at the end of the day, we both taking the gamble.
But I'll say this. I respect everything you and Shonda just said, but I'm gonna revert back to this because you guys reverted back to this. It still reverts back to a man not having the bag, or you having the bag and being okay with where you are. But let me tell you this, and I'm gonna speak, and this is the last thing. When I think of being happy, my happiest moments, I can't attach that to money. My happiest moments, my son being born, I didn't pay for that. Being with my brothers when we all come in town, because my brothers is all scattered around, I don't pay for that. Just being around my family, around my friends, having good, genuine fun. You can't pay for these times. So right. All I say is this. You can't put the money tag on everything. Your most genuine, happiest moments come with the people that you care about and the people that you open up to and the people that you love and you enjoy spending time with. And that very seldomly has to do with money. So this is this is what I'm going to stand on. I may be wrong. People may not agree with me. I feel like we are at this crossroads and this standstill amongst our culture because we try to make money the main thing in situations where it's not money. It's not money. It's connections. It's real love. It's real generosity. Being loving, caring with people you love. That's what it's about. And the money is just an addition. You know what I mean? Can I say something?
I agree with what you said, but I do believe on certain levels is that most Black women, they first go around. I think we're the only culture that we really be marrying for love. these rest of these cultures, they marry, huh?
Security.
They marry for security. We are really the only race of people who it is a lot of times that the women is making more than the men. Most other cultures, the woman ain't making more than the husband. Most of them is like kept women. We are the only race that's not kept women. And I'm not saying I want to be a kept woman. I'm not saying that at all, because a lot of them kept women ain't happy because they ain't got no voice. They can't say nothing. They can't do nothing. But I'm just saying. So that's why I do think that there can be the butting of the heads. And then again, so like I think what Shonda is saying is that literally it's not that, oh, you got to make a lot of money, because guess what? You can be a 6-figure dude and still be broke. Because you can be making $150K a year, but if your bills is coming up to 160, guess what? You broke. So that dollar amount never said it. The dollar amount doesn't necessarily.
I said if you know how to move your money, if you know how to make that work, then we good. If you don't have to make 6 figures.
I got somebody in the comments talking about they don't agree with me. What don't you agree with, Cecil?
I believe this. I believe if my man is let's just say he a $200K a year dude and his finances ain't in check, or he making his money but his bills ain't and so he still broke, but he looked like 250 on the wrist. You gonna give him a chance before my man pushing the cart in Kroger and say, hey, how you doing? You're gonna give him a chance before that. So all of it, like,
I want to have some conversations with the women that you met. Because let me tell you something, I don't care about what's on a man's wrist. I don't care about none of that kind of stuff. So maybe that's the type of stuff that you encounter.
Talk about it.
I'm just saying. Right, what I'm saying is, but it's not an overall. That's what I'm saying. It's not an overall. It's not an overall that, oh, she's gonna give him a chance because he got on a 206-figure watch, and she's not gonna talk to him. Like, no.
But Shonda, but to be fair, though, but and to be fair, because like I got a family member, they making their comments in here, and he said like there'll be places and you will see him in everyday gear. You wouldn't know that he had the businesses and stuff he got, and he said people will look past him because they think he broke. Me and Keith had a conversation. Me and Keith had a conversation. He talking about people thought he was the cleanup boy.
Look at me in the bar. But listen, we live in a weird day and age. We live in a weird day and age. You hold the door for a woman. Oh, you weird. Hey, can I buy you your butt? You weird. Can I? Hey, how you doing? You look nice.
I agree.
Come on.
I agree.
This is crazy. That's why. Listen, Shonda. That's why I'm not talking to you because you far beyond. I'm talking about like we have to talk because we didn't went through what we do. It's time for us to backtrack and try to save what's behind us. The generations behind us. That's the one that's far gone. So
the generation behind us is being raised by social media. Like they're doomed. They're doomed. They're doomed.
Hey, so we're not doing this for us. We doing this so maybe I'm not talking. I know Shonda, I know you personally. Patrice, I know you personally, and bro, you seem like an upstanding married man. What am I? I'm not trying to sway y'all. We all the same age. We adults. This is what we're doing right now is to try to.
But I do want to be married one day. You know what I mean? I need to understand something.
You want to be married?
One day.
Just know that this is not lemonade, okay?
I bet. Hey, listen.
Y'all take a couple shots for me.
I gotta run and grab my car. I don't want my phone to die. 1 second, I'll be right back.
Okay.
No, but also, yeah, it's crazy because I think you and I talked about it, Teresa, about how the girls behind us or the like Cy in them age, or even the ones in their 20s and even 30s now are so it's like social media has their mind in a trance. Shit is not real. It's not real. Like you said, somebody said something about the happy pictures on Instagram, but they sad in real life.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
It is crazy, and a lot of people, even their generation and our generation, I do feel like that, like you said, it's based off what you can post on social media, and that ain't even your real life. And so people,
I think that because even with our parents, and I don't know as much about Mama D, obviously it's about my mama, but my mama was that woman that you said married for security. She was probably her generation. It was probably the ones born in the 50s was the last one. Like, I'm a stay at home. I mean, I'm a, be and take care of everything. Now, my mama didn't stay at home though,
right?
But being took care of everything. She went to work every day, 9 to 5. He took care of the rent, the mortgage, the bills, whatever. She bought little trinkets and stuff around the house. Right. However, so for me, it was like, okay, I need to get my own bag, but also I should be getting married. I need security because this is what I see. Okay, I see security. I grew up in a household where a woman married for security, but still got her own money, right? The one before that, the women that had their own money, they just needed the security, and Papa was able to go and do whatever he wanted to do because he was the breadwinner, and she better not say nothing in her moo-moo. Now the one after us, we want our own money. We don't care. They don't care about security. They don't care about what I'm getting to the bag. The woman is doing this. We're making more than men. We're dominating entrepreneurship. Like, it's like we want to be number one so bad because we're afraid of what we've seen our mothers or grandmothers may have went through, where they wanted to leave Papa, but they couldn't because they couldn't drive. They didn't have their own money. They didn't do anything. The guy did everything. See, I feel like our mothers were transitioning, and we like I need my own money, but the ones behind us like, I'm getting my own bag. Can't tell me nothing. They don't want to be submissive.
Not being able to drive is crazy.
Huh?
I said not being able to drive is crazy, man. That's why
they didn't drive back. A lot of women didn't learn how to drive years ago.
A lot of women like
that's why y'all got all the CDLs. Now y'all got all the CDLs. That's crazy.
Exactly. And that's why they be like, oh, y'all want to be the man so bad. Y'all want to wear the pants so bad. Y'all masculine. Y'all this, y'all that. And it's like, dude.
I get it. We still gotta
but
work
for me,
together,
I don't care about being a breadwinner. I don't want to be the breadwinner. I don't want it. I don't want that, but I do want to have my own money. I'll never not work. As long as I'm able. Until I retire. I'm never not work. I'm never going to depend. My daddy taught me a long time ago. The biggest disappointment in life is depending on other people. So I don't look for that. I'm not looking for that. And that's why I said I don't care if the man don't make as much money as I do or if he make less. As long as he know what he's doing and he good, we good. Other than that, I'm straight. This ain't Build-A-Bear.
Okay. So I got another question. I do want to what you call it? Somebody in the comments said never say never. Rashonda, you should have known they wanted you because you know how you've been in the comments. So they've been waiting.
I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be nice.
So I have another question. It said that women, so I know it's kind of going along what we've been talking about. This is just a question. They said that financially, women date up, men date down. Do y'all think that's true? Like, what do you think that means, and do you think it's true?
That mean a millionaire man can drive through McDonald's and meet his wife and y'all would never do the same. Y'all would never think to do the same.
Ding, 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 ding.
Right. But why do you think that is true though?
I'm joking.
No, you're not.
I am because I just told y'all he can make less than me. Come on now, give me some credit.
But you just said this ain't no Build-A-Bear either.
Not at my age. No, it's not. I said what I said.
You all over the place.
Yeah, because you can't.
And we do know that there's not juice in there.
Listen, you want to know why? First of all, you want to know.
He said, "You want to know why?"
Let me get this. Y'all want to know why y'all can fail your wife in McDonald's? Because y'all try to toss anything that get. Oh, that's why.
Listen,
we ain't checking for the man in the drive-thru at McDonald's at 40 years old. Listen. And we ain't. Trace, are you? Trace, are you? Don't leave me in this by myself. Trace, you checking for the man at McDonald's in the drive-thru at 40?
That's not how
Thank you.
About, though. That's not what.
Listen, so what is it about?
Let me tell you what it's about. The women, you got a man naturally is a provider. If you're not a F boy or whatever y'all call him, you know what I mean.
So come on, Tree. You're telling your age, girl.
So if he's not,
sorry, Mama
so
D, if you want to call Mama D, they got me cursed.
Yeah. So a man is naturally a provider. So listen, I'm not like, if you meet a man who's really into you, he's not looking for to get anything out of you. If a man likes you, and that's what I remember the conversation we had, Tree. Like, women, you control the dynamics of everything. If a man is interested in you, then yes, it's a great chance he's interested in sleeping with you. But if you make him work for it, do you know what that can turn into? Oh my God! Do you know how big how much you can expand that into? Like, you do it in one night, it's over with. You doing it but if you make a man understand that you have a standard and you have a worth,
boundaries,
it's attractive.
A clown for you.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is this: it's not about what you bring to the table. It's about the man and his standards. So let's just say you in school working on your nursing degree or whatever, you working on a criminal justice degree, but you just happen to be working a drive-through at McDonald's, and he drive through and your temperament is nice and he say cool, whatever, blah, blah, and he think it's about to be easy, and then you go and he take you out and you like, whoa, this woman is this is what it is. She got it going on. He gave you a chance. He gave you a chance to say, hey, I'm in this nursing program. I go here. I do this. This type of person. This is my.
Are you giving the woman in the drive-thru at McDonald's a chance? Are you asking her out on a date when she ain't your high prize? Because you can't get her temperament. You don't know her temperament in the drive-thru.
Okay,
are you hollering at the lady? Are you hollering at the girl that's handing you your double cheeseburger with no onions and a large fry?
If the package right, if the appearance is right, I'm a man.
Because at the end of the day, what women got to realize, when a man see a woman, the first thing the man is thinking about is, damn, you know what I'm saying? We're not looking at a woman like, damn, I wonder what her mind is like. I wonder what type of person that she is. We're not thinking about that. You know what I mean? So off top, listen to me. So off top, if a man is meeting a woman in the first night or within the first couple of days, you done already gave him what he done already fantasized about, pretty much is probably not going to be much building after that. That's why a lot of people fall in love through messages, or they haven't met each other, because y'all understanding each other, y'all learning each other, y'all, you know what each other like. You know what I'm saying? Just the things that we think are corny, you would do that if you having like a long distance relationship. But if you off top see a woman, damn, I want to, and then that happens, possibilities of building is a wrap. It's a done deal. You know what I mean? I hate that. I hate to mess it up for any fellas that's in the comment, but they know it's facts. You know what I'm saying? So I personally feel like, hey, yeah. So I believe that a man does date down. You know what I'm saying? But it's just all on building, though. It's all on the way that we meet each other. What are we doing once we meet each other? Because if it's just sexual, that's all it's going to be, is a sexual connection for us, mainly. You know what I mean? Pretty much.
And I find it hard, like, Shawnee, you never talked to a dude on the first glance, you was like, I would never. You never talked to a dude that you just on the exterior is like, nah, I would never talk to him. You never gave that type of dude a chance? Or had a unique situation like, dang, like, I would never have done this under this circumstance, or it's just been all like everything you do that you just get, huh?
No. I never said that. I don't understand the question. You were saying,
okay, I use myself. Listen, there has been situations where I've seen girl, I'm like, yeah, she cool, she cute, she like nerdy, that ain't really my speed. And then like somehow like I give it a chance, and it's like, dang, like I'm happy she cool, like she really cool, like on the exterior, she a good person. I can see myself kicking it with her. I've had that happen a couple times. But it all comes by taking chances. It ain't just by like me shooting every chick down just because.
But okay, so I want to ask you this question, Keith. At your age, at 41, are you looking at trying to see, well, she's cute, I'm gonna give her a chance? Are you still giving chances? I mean, at 41, or are you dating with a purpose? Like, are we still out giving chances?
We most definitely dating with a purpose, but I mean, we text with a possibility too. You know what I mean?
You said text with a possibility. What?
I said text with a possibility.
Somebody commented and said some of the best relationships started with a one night stand.
And that's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm not saying that's not possible. I'm just speaking in general. 90% of the time, you know what I mean?
I just like to read the comments so y'all can hear what the people are saying. But okay, I want to go back to, so you giving chances at 41? Like The girl over there.
Everything is a shot.
I think he feel how I feel, and he just don't want to say it. Like at this age,
if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, you're the same person that told me last weekend that I have to learn to be vulnerable. So if I'm learning to be vulnerable, then it comes with taking a couple chances here and there. Am I correct?
But are you taking a chance with the chick in the McDonald's drive-thru?
No,
but
I'm
not about to knock McDonald's drive-thru.
Exactly.
But hold on, no, Keith. But if you're gonna use that statement that was made, I said being vulnerable because I said the person that you really are, which is a really nice person, and this exterior that you bring out, that's not you. So why don't you allow yourself when you're out here dating to be you? That's what I was saying.
Right, and then what did I say to you afterwards?
You said that you have to find somebody that's worthy for you to.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I said,
get to see the real you.
I made an analogy about an M&M, did I not? And with the M&M, I said sometimes it comes with an exterior shell. Like you have to work to get. Like it's the same with everybody. Trees, you can meet a dude, you might think he's cool, but you ain't just about to let him get to the milk chocolate center just because he cool. You gotta work through this layer. You gotta work through this layer to get to my heart. So all I'm saying is, Trees, you know me as a young man that you met, halfway shy, halfway. Ooh, like we living in a crazy world.
Okay, so
tough players and skin. People will eat you up out here.
So why can't you respect what Shonda said?
When
she was 18, 20, when she was 18, her 20s and 30s, and she was young and innocent, she done been through some things, and so now at 40, just like how you said, when I met you, you was 18, and you were told because you done been through some stuff. So now at 41, you ain't doing the stuff that you was doing or taking the stuff that you was taking at 18.
So all I'm saying is the difference between me and what me and Shonda was saying is mine has nothing to do with anything financial. For one, that's one.
Oh, y'all see me?
And for two, this has nothing to do with anything financial because what I pray for might not come financially, but I may have to take care of that. You know what I'm saying? I may have to build that up. I may have to mold that into to walk in the room with me and turn head. I may have to do that, and I understand that. Hey, it just happens like that sometimes. But all I'm saying is this.
So you willing to build a bear too at 41?
I'm saying at the end of the day, if it works for me at 41 and I get it right and build it, listen. Listen, yo, Matt. Let's talk about your Matt. What type of mattress you got? I don't care. You got Peely Pop. You had to break that boy in, didn't you? And I'm not talking about nothing crazy sexual. I'm talking about like make it comfortable for you. You had to sleep this way. Get it to. You had to break it in. So all I'm saying is. Things are not gonna come tailor fitted to listen. You buy a dress to go to Miami with Shonda and June. It might not fit right now. But if you run, if you get on the track, if you hit the jet, then you might be able to work. So all I'm saying is, are you willing to do the things to fit in it?
If the right person, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. With the right person. I'm not just saying with any Joe off the street. I'm just saying with the right person. And sometimes you may have to work with it. You might have to get out there and run some miles, do some push-ups with the right person to make it fit, to make it right. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that you have to settle. I'm not trying to alter what you think, what it looks like for you. All I'm saying is open your mind to putting in a little bit of work. It's not going to come. It might not come in the package you wanted. It might be a paperback, but if you open up and get to the third chapter, oh my God, you might get somewhere. That's what I'm saying.
He's trying to get some folks in his DMs tonight.
They're gonna be like, "Go on, honey, take a chance. Take a chance. Take a chance on the."
Bro, say that's the point.
Man, that's the point, man. Chances make champions, man.
I think chances do make champions. I agree, but I do feel what we all are saying makes sense, and there's no clear-cut answer. But I do feel like, as a woman, okay, and as a woman, I get what Shonda's saying, but as a man, y'all can be in y'all 50s, and guess what? Still go get you a 30-year-old. So y'all can go ahead and so we have to be more strategic in what we're doing at this age, for real, because our like in our 40s, either the men are dating younger than us, or they're already married, or they're not at this time, they ain't worth 2 nickels. So it's like our options are limited, but you are in your 40s, and even when you're in your 50s, y'all can still go reach back. I'm not in my 50, ain't bringing home no 30-year-old boy.
Trish, you still believe, Sean and Trish, y'all still believe in dating? Like dating, y'all still believe in dating?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Okay, so watch this. So listen.
No, explain.
I'm about to
date multiple people at the same time.
I'm not. Do you believe in dating?
Yes.
Sometimes, you might.
Chivalry is not that.
Single, going out on a date on a Monday and going out on a date on a Saturday, ain't nothing wrong with that if it's 2 different dudes. If you're dating, so listen. So if you still believe in dating, watch this. If you go into what y'all shopping at these days? I don't want to say nothing. What y'all shopping?
Target.
I want to do something a little bit up higher.
Okay, so
Neiman Marcus, shopping at Neiman's, and you see a nice skirt in Neiman's. How you know if you fit that skirt?
I put it on.
You gotta try it on. You go in the dressing room, right? That's a date. So you go in the dressing room.
That take 2 minutes.
Listen, that don't mean you take it home. Because if you can't fit it, why you gonna take it home? If you can't fit the skirt, why you gonna take it home? So listen,
Preach.
You try it on. So all I'm saying
is
you go out on a date with this man. If it don't fit, you leave him in the store. You go out with Saturday. You go out with, you meet another dude. He eligible bachelor. You go out. Oh, this top don't fit. You leave it in the store. That don't mean you take it home. Because when you take it home, it's when you start messing up for your. Because you taking it home and you can't do nothing with it. It's gonna hang in the car.
If you take it home, you can take it back. There's a refund policy. There's a refund policy. The refund policy said I can take it back, and because
you can't fit it.
Because sometimes I might not feel like trying it on in the store. I might not feel like trying it on in the store.
I know, but he's saying that's why he asked about the dating part. Is that if we still dating, then you won't even take it home. So a lot of times, so if it don't fit. And a lot of times I can agree, a lot of times women are taking home stuff that we know don't fit. And we trying to
all the time.
We trying to shimmy in it. We trying to make it fit.
Ain't no and
you already know off top.
That's all I'm saying. So listen, at the end of the day, I hope I ain't saying nothing to offend nobody. I'm just trying to I'm really adamant about bro, like I said, man, I want to be where you at, bro. I commend you as a black man. How long you been married, bro?
10 years.
Respect, bro.
Been together 25 man, be this shit. 25.
Bro, come on, man. That's what we need. I need
round of applause.
I hang around the dudes I hang
Trish, you should have sound effects.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give it up to my brother.
I'm like, you should have sound effects.
But that's what it's about, man. Let's figure it out. And it's only way we can figure it out is by doing this. Even if we're wrong, we're trying to offend nobody, compare and contrast.
Communication. Most important, communication.
And I think that the communication is definitely needed, and it's very healthy, and then it will get passionate. But I mean, there's no love lost. There's nobody getting offended or anything like that. So that's the great thing about it, because it's fun. I mean, it's healthy fun, but it's real, and it allows for men to understand a woman's perspective and a woman to understand a man's perspective as well. So that's what I love about the conversation, is that it's allowing us to hear both sides, like even hearing from a married man, and then also from what are you, sir? Should we just say unmarried? I'm
single. I'm single.
Okay, from a single man. So we're getting from both perspectives, married and single, and to see okay, especially when we're talking about love, money, in relationships, and then men are you're also seeing, especially from us as women, especially seasoned women in our age, it's not that we think, oh, money is everything, because guess what, if money was everything and we wanted to be with somebody that had all this money, guess what, we'll be sitting somewhere as a kept woman. We wouldn't be working as hard as we working. You know, a man will be taking care of us, but we don't want to take care of a man because we got kids to take care of too. And again, we don't have the options that y'all have. I mean, to be honest, we don't, and we don't have the time frame. Now, do y'all agree that as a man?
I can agree with that. It's y'all options are kind of limited out here. You know what I'm saying? Me being a man and being around a lot of cats, it's hard for y'all out here.
It's hard, and then plus y'all, it's what it's like 5-1 men, women. So even as a man, y'all know y'all got y'all pick. So guess what? Y'all can do what y'all want. And y'all sometimes, not saying all men, y'all can have that attitude of you won't do it, the next one will. We don't. And so sometimes us as women will end up settling because we know what we won't do, the next one will. So then if we don't want to settle, guess what? We end up being alone and being single because we don't want to take on the BS. And I'm not saying that you gentlemen are, but that's the unfortunately, it seems like that's the world that we live in, unfortunately.
Triple set.
So.
Neutral.
Good. You made some valid points, friend.
Okay, I'm glad. All right. I have one last question because I know with y'all we could go at it forever and ever, but I do have one last question. I've been told that women want men to lead until they don't. Do you think a man should have the final say in the relationship when it comes to money matters?
The final say?
Yeah, the final say?
I don't know about final, but some say for sure.
So if y'all are on opposite sides of the spectrum about something, should the man have the final say?
Nah, that never works.
But I'm saying, but as the leader of the house, is the man, or do we not have the man being the leader of the house?
No, I'm saying the final say, and what are we talking about?
She just said like a large purchase. Like, give us an example. Like what?
A vehicle.
Okay.
Or these Beyonce tickets.
People need to mind their business.
If the husband, if the man say these Beyonce tickets ain't in the budget, does the woman still go get them?
It all depends on the foundation that man is laid. Like for me in my situation, we come to an agreement together, and she respects my decision because I haven't led us wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
up to this point.
Final decision.
I don't want to say I make the final decision, but we come together. No. I'm not gonna say because it's
about what you want to say, because you just said she's going to trust your decision because you have not led y'all wrong. So,
but I've earned that right. It's all about earning that right to be able to. You can't just say you're a leader without not showing no type of proof that you can lead. You know what I'm saying? I've showed that I'm able to lead. I've showed that I'm responsible to do the right thing. So she puts that trust in me. You know what I mean? So half of the time, my wife will come to me and ask me questions, and she trusted I'm gonna make the right decision. So it's all about what's going on in your situation and in your household. I'm not gonna say that a man's gonna make the final decision because because in certain situations the wife is more responsible than the man. So it all depends on what the dynamics of your relationship is. Sometimes the man might be the more irresponsible one, and the woman is the one that's the more. So we got to go off of her mindset or what she think is the right thing to do. So it just all depends on the dynamic in your relationship.
So the woman then got married to an irresponsible man. That's
I'm not going to say irresponsible. I'm not going to say irresponsible.
Can I make an example?
I'm not going to say it. Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna make an example. I'm gonna go back to what we said earlier in the conversation. From your grandmother, your grandfather was the breadwinner, so he would go home. He would go out and work, and he would come home when he got the paycheck and do what? Give it to your grandmother.
Yes,
because she took care of the
exactly.
She was gonna make sure
that's my point. Right.
He was just, hey, do what you need to do, but I'm gonna go out and work. But Yeah, she was at home, but he knew he was smart enough to come home and give this money to his wife to make sure. So,
can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
But I still feel that man is still the leader because he delegated that responsibility to his wife.
That's what I'm saying.
But they work all hand in hand. So can we all come to an agreement that okay, it still was an agreement made somewhere. The man delegated. Maybe he came and said, "Hey, I'm going to bring you the check, and you do A, B, C, D, and I'm gonna trust you to do it." But it was still an agreement. We had to be on. It
still was agreement between both.
Yeah, we had to be on the same accord somewhere.
True, I agree, but I still feel like the man made the decision. He's the leader, and but I agree with you, Jeff. As women, contrary to what you all may believe, us women want a man that we can follow, that we can trust, and that we don't have to think about everything. We want that. Because we really do. I'm gonna say most of them. We want that. But again,
that's that's in y'all nature naturally, though. You know what I'm saying? Like naturally, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's so. But like you say, go ahead.
Because remember when I was saying we was having a conversation about the woman making the 200 like the cosmetic company, you gave that example, and I said, but I would want my husband to come and work with me in the organization because he's the person that I'm going to be leaning on for guidance. So I guess my question is, like, do y'all believe that? Because a lot of people will say, yeah, y'all women say y'all want a man to lead until y'all don't, or until he goes against something that you want. So, because like, I mean, so like say Jeff Toya want a BMW, and you say, nah. But Toya make her own money, and she can afford to do it. Do you think she should still go do it?
No, because that decision affects the both of us in our household. So you can't go make that decision. You can't go make that decision on your own because just because you make your own money don't mean that's not going to affect our household in the future. It's not going to affect. It's going to affect us going forward for the however long you got that car, 56 months, whatever it is, it's going to affect us for 56 months. So you're not going to bring in no burden that we haven't came to a conclusion with 56 months that we didn't come to an agreement on.
Okay, so you're saying because you don't agree that she should go get the BMW, that she shouldn't get it.
If it makes financial sense, then yes. You know, if it makes financial, I'm not one of those people. And Toya tell you, I don't control what she does. I don't tell her what she. We got our own we got our own joint account that bills go into, and whatever she decides to do with her working money. Because I believe, honestly speaking, I believe that a woman should work and make her own money because it gives you a different level of confidence. You know what I'm saying? It gives you a different level of communication because if a man is the one working, that woman's have as adults, the people that you work with or the people that you in business with, 9 times out of 10, that's where your social life come from. That's where you hanging out with. So, but if you're staying at home with the kids all day, you kind of having kiddie conversation, you don't really know how to talk to adults anymore because you've been with kids, raising kids all day, and you don't have your own and you're dependent on that one person. It kind of puts like a weird, it puts you in a weird position because now you're dependent on that person financially, you're dependent on that person conversationally, you're dependent too much on that person. So I believe a woman should have her own, but it's all for the common goal of what we're trying to build together as a unit. You know what I mean? So all of this putting labels on what you should do, what you should do. No, we're going to have a communication at the beginning of whatever we're getting into. And we're going to decide if this is the best situation for us and our family, not just you, because it ain't just a you thing and it ain't just a me thing. And it go both ways. She the same way with me. It goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? We got to be on the equal playing field, but at the same time, go ahead.
No, I agree. I agree with what you're saying. It's a comment in the question. I mean, it's a question in the comments that I'm gonna ask too. I agree, but I'm saying if she feels certain things is one way, because if you're having a conversation and she views it one way and you view it another way, how do you come to a resolution? Who's making the final? How do you get this resolved if she's saying, I think this, and she brings all her points to the table? You say you see this and you got your points on the table. How do you come to an agreement if y'all don't agree? And it's okay.
Well, that's now live and learn.
I feel like if it's not 2 yeses, then that's a no. That's how. If it's not 2 yeses, then it's no.
Oh, you said it's
because
not 2 yeses. Okay.
Because when you're making the financial decision like that in the mirror, you can't just you can't jump out the window and just be like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because you're breaking a little bit of the trust that we have in this union. Like we are a union and we make this decision together. You can't go make that type of financial decision and we're not in agreement. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just it's going to affect me somehow, some way.
We're talking about a car. Say we're talking about, like I was saying earlier, these expensive Beyonce tickets. So we're talking about, because they was getting on me last week about these red bottoms and stuff. So if I want to go out and buy some red bottoms and you like, listen, we doing this, you don't need to be spending all this money. But I'm like, hey, this is coming out of my account. What's the problem?
No, if it does not make financial sense, no.
So again, you're making the final decision. Just say yes, brother. It's okay, brother.
No, because I'm not gonna say that because
but it's okay. It's okay. Because guess what? As a woman, like you said, as a woman, if my man has earned my trust, even though I don't like it, even though I might whine, I might complain, I might try to bat some eyes, but if he say no, it's no.
But I'm gonna say this because
it's no.
No, because at the same time, it may be reversed, and I might want to make a bad financial decision, and she be like, no. And then I got to do the same thing. I go pout, be mad, but I got to listen to her. You know what I'm saying? Because she hasn't given me any reason to not trust what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? It's all about communication. It's not about one person making the decision in the relationship. And that's where a lot of relationships go wrong. Thinking that the man is supposed to do this, the woman. No, it's communication. We have to communicate in the beginning of what our roles are. And we be the best in that role possible that we can for this union and this relationship. Nobody has a designated position in this relationship. You know what I mean? Like we have to figure out what we're gonna do together, and we move that way. It's no certain responsibility for the wife and for the husband.
But I guess my thing is, so there's no more. The man is the leader in the household. So But we living in two-headed dragons. Like what?
No, it's not a two-headed. It's not a two-headed dragon. I'm leading by giving you the respect that you deserve.
Okay,
that's my way.
Ronnie, I ain't looking for no answer. Because Ronnie's talking about, can you see the comments? Ronnie's talking about what answer?
I can't see. What the comments at? You can see comments?
Yes, it's on your right-hand side or left-hand side. It say comments. Ronnie's talking. Y'all ain't been watching the comments. I told y'all that earlier.
Nah, I don't even see no.
You don't see it. It says like, you don't see where it's talking
about.
I
look at it.
Look at them, but we have to click off, bro, to look at them to see them.
I didn't know. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Okay.
He gonna say, no, Ronnie gonna say, what answer are you looking for? Because he gave an answer. So the answer that I'm looking for, Mr. Beverly, is yes or no. He's dancing around the question.
I'm not dancing.
Okay, go ahead.
You know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
It's not dancing because
come on, let's sit up. Let's talk about it.
We live in a different age. Like now, like if we use the analogy of our grandparents or your grandparents or whatever, then okay, it'll be a little bit easier to say, okay, cool, grandpa's made the decision, the dad made the decision. But we've sat here and we've talked about so many different occurrences or references where, let's just say, the woman is the breadwinner. Trace, are you at the breadwinning, having the breadwinning status in the relationship? Are you listening to your husband tell you know about something that you got majority of the money coming in? Are you that humble? Are you going to say, well, I can afford to make it, and I. So the thing is this: it's really about being on the same page, and I feel
on the same page.
This can't be answered across the board because we have so many different relationships with different
Dynamics.
Different where, yeah. So we can't answer that. Like in certain situations, it makes sense. In certain situations, it doesn't make sense. However, if you all, the question should be, if you're in a situation where it doesn't make sense and you want this, are you willing to understand and open up your mind and say, okay, this doesn't make sense at the time? And that's, I mean, but it's no clear cut, like, no, a man is a leader, because
right, but that's true. That's why it's a discussion. But earlier in the conversation, Keith, you said that regardless of how much money is made, you're still the man.
Listen, and what I meant by that is this: like, no matter what, I am still a man. So what I'm saying, what I meant by that is, what that means is, for one, I can't dictate your finances if you don't allow me to. But if we get married, like if we're in a couple, if we're just in a relationship, of course I can't dictate your finances.
All I'm saying is marriage.
Okay. So in marriage, so I'm gonna go back to the analogy where I use that you have the $1 million cosmetic line. If you have the $1 million cosmetic line, I'm still a man. Just because you're making $1 million annually, I don't want to be your doormat. So listen. So I feel like we're in a union. What you seem like at a marriage, we done all been to marriage ceremonies where they take this glass of salt and this glass of salt and pour it in the same cup, and you can't separate it. So that doesn't mean, okay, I make more money than you, so I should be, no, we should be able to sit down and you should respect my decision as a man, even if my finances, if you bringing in $100K more than I make. So the thing is, are you willing, or are you at the stage where you can say, okay, cool, this doesn't make sense. Although this nigga ain't bringing in the money I'm bringing in, he made a legitimate point to say it doesn't make sense for us to go out and make this purchase right now. However, I can guarantee you a vast majority of the women in that situation is not going to want to hear that, because they're going to look at your pockets or your bank account opposed to who bringing in big bank, take little bank, and that's going to be the determining factor. It's unfortunate.
But I said I don't agree with that. I said I was more so with Jeff. If you show me that you are the leader and you have not steered us wrong, yes, I'm probably gonna pop. But I think that the man, and I can't be this traditional still in that point. The man is the head of the household, and if a man say yes, okay, we doing it. If the man say no, then I guess we're not doing it. Then I mean, am I gonna be happy about it? No, but I am. And Sheila said, being aligned. Yes, that will be our alignment. I'm following the lead of my husband.
Well, yes,
that's
I would say yes. Then.
Yeah, thank you, Jeffrey.
Well, yeah, I would say yes.
That's all I'm saying. Like I feel like. I feel like as the man, like you were saying, somebody said earlier, protecting and providing and things like that, like they shoulder that responsibility. They set the tone, you know, so not the tone, but they set the parameters of how the household is going to be ran.
Yeah.
The woman sets the tone of how all of those things are carried out.
Yeah.
What Keith? What? Why you?
I'm laughing at Shonda's box. I'm just laughing.
Yeah, she going crazy. I don't know what she got going on.
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese.
She going crazy over there. She has Somerset, Neiman Marcus. She everywhere today.
Yeah, it's funny. So it was a question.
Listen, I'm so sorry, guys, but I am here and I'm listening. I just can't give any feedback. Right, I can now, but at first I couldn't. But I hear everything.
Are you at karaoke? You at karaoke?
Yes.
My nephew turned 21, guys. Okay, I had to be here. I could not miss it. It started at 9. I'm here. Whatever. I'm here.
Happy birthday, nephew.
Someone in the comments says, "Do you guys think that women aren't submissive? Do y'all think women aren't submissive anymore?"
Yeah, it all goes back to the man. Yeah.
You gotta give me a reason to submit.
Yeah.
I want to submit.
Me personally, I don't know what the new breed is, but I'm just I personally think that everything it's all what the man has showed. You know what I'm saying? A woman is already naturally submissive. You know what I mean? So if a man is showing the characteristics or the capabilities to be able to lead and to bring that out of that woman, then I believe that, most definitely. But it goes back to a lot of women submit to the wrong men though. You know what I mean? A lot of women submit to the wrong men and they follow the wrong man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at a man and see, has he showed this the track record, you know what I'm saying, to be able to lead and to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? He can lead you into a damn brick wall. You know what I'm saying? So it all depend on that man.
And that's my thing. I ain't going to no brick wall. I'm not gonna allow you.
Ooh, that's what I was about to say. So listen, you get it wrong one time. How open are you to give it to get out there and pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and try it again? How open are you to do that?
I'm not that open.
That's what. So that's where the hiccups come. All it takes is one time.
Not one. It's not one, but it might take a couple. I probably bump my head a couple times, but I ain't gonna keep bumping it.
No, I'm not asking.
But see, the thing about it,
you gonna keep bumping it with the same person.
The thing about it is, what we all have to do, we got to be real with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, in the beginning, in your gut, you know what I'm saying? And I always tell people, your gut is your spirit talking to you. You know what I'm saying? You know in the beginning when something's not right for you. You know what I'm saying? You know in the beginning when something's not right for you. You know in the beginning when it's not meant for you. But we try to hold on to shit that's not meant for us and then wonder why we in shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make sense. And I understand a lot of women, they be in situations for the security. You know what I mean? But what you want? Security, peace, or happiness? What do you want? What are you in it for? Because if you just in it for the security, then I don't want to hear you say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. But if you in it for the love,
let that man cheat in peace.
Growth, you know what I'm saying? If you in it for the love and you in it for the growth, then what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Don't give me, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that, and you just in it for the security of what a man could provide for you. You know what I'm saying? What you want that man to provide? You want him to provide you love, or you want him to provide you financial security? That's what you got to ask yourself as a woman. Don't ask us no questions, because we gonna do whatever the woman allows.
Can we have both?
But I'm saying, what do you
do? What do? If Usher walking in Las Vegas with security, could he come amongst the civilians? No, you held in it. So if you got a dude that's paying for your everything, you have to play by his rules. And most women get stuck in those confines because it look all good on the outside.
Show over.
You're trying to change the dynamic. You want to change something that you already knew was messed up.
So much realness. I said show over.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you already know the security is that. Hey, what up? You can't do nothing. You gotta do, even when he out doing something, you can't do nothing.
So we have to pick and choose either security or everything else?
No.
Oh, you're saying if you're there just for the security.
If you're just in it for the security, don't. If you just in it for the security,
if you just there for security, let that man cheat in peace.
And some people, don't get me wrong, some people get it confused. You know what I'm saying? Some people get it confused. Some people think they're in love when they really in lust. You know what I mean? You got to know the difference. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference, love and lust. A lot of people get that tangled up.
In lust.
You can be both. You can be both, but that goes back to that when you first meet a person. You know what I'm saying? You can't get in love if you already giving them that lust. You know what I'm saying? You got to build up to that. You know, so it's like you get it confused and you get blinded by that lust and you get blinded by that financial security and realize this man really ain't leading you nowhere but to the bedroom and to the store. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And that's all he got to offer you, and that's all he gonna give you.
He ain't leading you nowhere but to the bedroom or to the store.
To the bedroom and to the store. Because guess what? That's what you brought to the table in the beginning. That's what you showed that you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Women got to ask themselves what they want. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we do too at the end of the day, but women got to ask themselves what they want because y'all come into a situation, y'all want all of this, but you done already accepted something else. You know what I'm saying? So don't get mad at us for accepting something that you accepted it. We gave it to you on the platter what we was giving to you. I'm not saying I'm just saying in general as men. You know what I'm saying? On that day. Right. You know what I mean? They've already told you and showed you. You know what I'm saying? He didn't already showed you what he was and what he was offering, and once you accepted that,
how many
showed you that he wasn't gonna give you nothing else.
How many of us then went house shopping or went to buy a house, looking to buy a house, and you go see the first one and you like, no, this ain't it. Go to see the second one, no, this ain't it. You know when it's the right one. So you mess around and get in one and it ain't what you want and you settle, then it's because you settle.
So I got a question. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Keith. Keep talking.
Yeah, so you just gotta stick it out, man. You know when it's the right one.
Oh.
Yeah, you know. And then you know when it's not.
You can't fit, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So because it takes two, right?
Absolutely.
So what if when y'all keep saying y'all putting like a lot of the ownership on
Don't do
the
that.
women.
Don't do that.
Huh?
Don't do that. Don't do that. And let me tell you why I'm saying don't do that, then I'm gonna let you finish talking.
Go ahead.
Do you know that the women, you have control? Listen, y'all got control. Listen,
don't even understand.
Hey, bro, how many times have you seen a chick that you wanted, but she didn't want you back, but you still got her? No, she gotta want you back. She gotta be in compliance.
Yeah.
So listen, all the things. Stop being in compliance with things that that don't make sense. You will literally you can take a man whose mentality, if he view you here, if you show him your standard and you make him work, you can come out and he'll be looking up to you like, he'll be telling his homeboy, like, yeah, she ain't mess with me, bro, but she ain't messing with no niggas that don't do that. You gotta do that. You gotta do. But if you settle, if you meet him at his level, but that's what y'all don't understand, dog. That thing between y'all so powerful.
It's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me how some women complain, but they go right back to the same type of person. You know what I'm saying? Like you go right back to the same. I'm gonna talk about females.
That's another topic.
But
right.
But hold on, because I already know what you finna say. I want to address what you just said, and then I want to finish what I was about to say. Because the thing is, y'all talking about women hold the power and this and that, but
all of it in the beginning.
But y'all say that a woman can show herself tried and true and good and got this and got that and this and that. But guess what? Y'all gonna go run and get the fake this and fake that. And
it ain't
model and, and go say,
two eyes. Pause.
I wasn't ready for you. I wasn't ready for you.
Hey. Go ahead, bro. What you said?
I said that's true. You talking about yourself. Y'all don't want.
We don't want what?
You doing all of that? You doing all of that for the wrong person?
No.
This is what I'm saying. Like,
I'm talking about the woman that's shown. That's the good woman. But guess what? She ended up single at 41. Because guess what? But the McDonald chick.
Did y'all talk about
earlier? But the thing about it is, let me ask you a question. No. Let me ask you a question with that situation. So if a woman has done all of that stuff, along that way, has that man showed you that has a man showed you?
No.
So that's my question. I'm trying to figure out how to answer it, but I'm trying to figure out how to ask it, but you answered the way.
No, I don't know, but I mean,
the man has showed you on that road that he's not capable to be that person, that person that you're trying to make him be. He showed you that years ago.
Oh, you right.
You know what I'm saying? He showed you. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying 9 times out of 10, a woman and a man has showed you years ago that they're not capable of being that person that you want them to be, but you continue to try to make them be that person. Whose fault is that? You can't blame that man. You can't blame that woman. Whoever it is that's not doing what they supposed to be. What happened? I need to click out some comments.
Little fast shot.
Hey man,
rock-a-bye, baby.
That went over my head.
Go ahead. You on the right.
That went over my head. Field goal.
I'm poking fun at trees, man. While she tripping. Hey, you lucky I love you. We gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey.
Trees, I'm calling you when it's over.
Call her now. Stop drinking. Go ahead, Jim. Keep talking. I'm done. I'm working on you.
I don't even know. I don't even know where I was at. I'm.
He said it's not.
No, you good. No,
he said it's not the man's fault that the woman.
They got this.
You were saying it's not the man's fault that the woman stayed, even though he already showed his true ass.
Yeah, he already showed you it. You already showed it. You know, he already showed it to you.
That heart gotta be strong. That mind gotta be stronger than that heart. Cause listen, I'm gonna tell you that this don't mean none of us no good. Your heart will have you doing some. Your heart means nobody no good. Your head, you gotta be smart. That's all that boils down to. Women, listen, all the women that's on here, y'all got the power. I'm telling you, I'm giving. Hey, I don't care, guys. I'm a 1-year-old man. I'm about to get a woman in the game. Y'all got the power. Y'all got the ability to cut it off, shut it down. If you cut him off and he don't act right, it wasn't meant for you. But you got the ability to make a man crawl back and baby, please. Look, you keep the standard high, and he gonna meet you at your standard.
In the beginning, not 10 years. Not 8, not 5, not 2. In the beginning. In the beginning,
You said what, Lil Jeff? Not.
So you're saying we're idiots for continuing to keep trying?
I'm not talking about you.
I'm not talking about me either. I'm saying women in general. Like you're saying.
No. I'm just saying in general. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been in situations where you know it's not good for you. You know it's not good for you. We all have. We all been in situations that we know is not good for us, even if it's not a relationship. Just situations, period. We know that it's not good for us, but we continue to stay in that situation. And then when we get burned, we get mad. You know what I'm saying? It's like touching a hot ass iron. You know that motherfucker got hot. Why you gonna touch it? Like just leave it be. Leave it where it's at and you move on. You know what I mean? Like that's all. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, bro, listen. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. You just said in the beginning, and I beg to differ because I'm gonna use marriage as an example, and I know you've probably encountered this. How many times have your wife been upset with you and iced you out? Meaning you sleep on the couch and you try to scooch up on her to get and she like no, she's shutting you down. Has that ever happened?
Yeah, that's happened.
You gotta come out the bag. You gotta bring the flowers. The child. You gotta come. Listen, they still can bring us to our knees.
Oh, they still. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So at the end of the day, women, you just gotta keep your standards high, your pennies high until it's worth it. That's all I'm saying.
It's you know, from day one to the time y'all finish, it's gonna always be work. It's gonna always be changes. It's gonna always be different things. But like I say, for me, for a person that's been in a relationship as long as I have and been in the marriage, and when I say communication is everything, and I'm not gonna lie, it took me a long time to realize that. You know what I'm saying? It took me a long time, and luckily, and I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying? My wife was able to put up with a lot of the BS that I. And my ignorance and my immaturity, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, a lot of men are so broken because we never seen a man before. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how to move. We don't know how to act. We don't know how to lead. We don't know how to do a lot of things because a lot of the times we haven't learned from a real man. You know what I'm saying? So it's bear with us, ladies. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are really, really good men. A lot of us have a lot of potential. It's just we haven't had that right person to bring it up out of us because you can't know what you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? You can't know what you don't know.
Wait, let's back up. So we gotta bear with you. Wait till
bear with us, younger ladies that's on the call who's not 40 plus and who has a little bit of time to be able to, but trust me, listen. I totally get it. I totally get it for women that is a little older. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Y'all a lot more experienced and knowledgeable about what y'all want. And trust me, I get it. It's tough. It's rough out here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot, just like it's a lot of broken women, it's a lot of broken men. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We're still trying to find their way. You know what I'm saying? They still trying to find their way. And it's just as hard as a black man. Y'all talk about a black man doing this. A lot of the times we already systematically fucked as it is. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have that person on our side, which is our woman and our significant other holding us down and uplifting us. What do we have? Because we already came into this with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like most men came into it with absolutely nothing. No guidance, no teachings, no respect, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking from me from experience. My wife has brought a lot of shit out of me that I didn't even know I had. You know what I mean? A lot of shit in me that I didn't even know that I had. And it takes that special person to be able to bring that out of you. So that's why I say don't give up on the man. You know what I'm saying? Because the man is only doing what his environment has allowed him to do. You know what I mean? So that's just my 2 cents on everything, man. It takes a strong woman to bring out the best in a man. You know what I mean? In a lot of situations.
I agree. I mean, I have no qualms about anything that you said, but that man has to be willing and also want it as well.
Facts. Exactly. Facts.
And not want to run and chase and get everything else either. So
no, that's
supposed to sit here and still be holding it together and waiting for you to decide, oh, okay, I'm ready.
No. I'm not saying that. You would know, you know what I'm saying, because that person would be taking those steps and they'll be making those changes. You know your man, and you just like a man to know his woman.
Thought you knew.
But listen, we can't talk about things that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We can only go on the thing. We can't control things that we just can't control. You know what I'm saying? We can't control those what ifs. You know what I'm saying? We can't control those what ifs. So you got to continue to do what's best for you to progress your relationship. You got to continue. Don't worry about what he may be doing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of us get confused with. We get confused with this audience in our head. It ain't nobody but a whole bunch of different of our own voices. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of our own different voices that we're talking ourselves out of good situations because of what we think other people are going to think. Like, listen, who cares what he may be doing? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Because he may be doing everything right, but you so blinded by what I think that he's doing. But that man may be doing everything in his power to uplift both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But your past relationship is fucking that up because you can't get past that. Get over that hurt first before you go to another situation. You know what I'm saying? Get over that hurt first. And that go both ways, though. That go both ways.
That's what I was about to say. That go both ways, man. So I feel like this is the perfect time to say, hey, if you hurt me, go seek counseling, get therapy from both sides, man. In this day and age, it's all about becoming the best version of self. Make yourself better. Like, you got to be better for you. Be the best version of yourself before you can help anybody. And ladies, like, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. I done said this the third time I say that, but listen, imagine we've all had seen on Facebook or on social media where you see somebody with a camera and you go and you see a dog that's just mangy, ticks, whatever, right? Just scared, and then you get the National Humane Society come through, make it feel good, comfortable, take him in, wash him up, clean him up, and before you know it, 2 months later, he trusting again. He running around playing with the kids. You never know what happen if you put some love on somebody, on a dog or whatever. So let's just try that with everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying with the dogs that know they don't. I'm talking about somebody who really actually needs your help, because there's people out here that just need a little tender loving care. You know what I mean?
For real, man, because we all 40, you know what I'm saying? And at the age of 40, we all damaged. You know what I'm saying? We all damaged, man. Life is a motherfucker, bro. Nobody gave us a book on how this is supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? We done all been through some stuff, and we all got our own, you know what I'm saying, our own demons that we got to battle. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm bringing my demons to the table, you bringing your demons to the table. That can either go good or it can go bad. But we got to communicate so we can know what we got to do to go forward, so our demons don't cloud our vision and cloud what we trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Because we all got shit. We like I said, we all damaged. So for you to say that man's damaged, that one, no, we all damaged. Everybody who living in society right now is damaged. You know what I'm saying? We all damaged. Now it's all about repairing and finding that right person who y'all can do it together. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
And everybody ain't for everybody. So I feel you, Shonda. Sometimes, that cat, you know, he might not just be for you, but you would know it in your spirit if that person is for you. Not saying you particularly, I'm just saying in general. We know in our spirit if it's just going to be a one-night thing or if it's going to be something that we want to build with. You would know.
Yeah, we for sure know.
Yeah, you know. So stop trying to make them one night stands a damn husband.
First of all, I ain't never had no one night stand.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about in general. Women, stop. In your gut, you know if it's a one night stand or if it's something to build with. if it's something to build with, don't treat them like a one night stand. And if it's a one night stand, don't treat it like it's something that you need to build with. That's all.
But like someone like Sheila said in the comments, you got to be in the line. You can't be building with someone who don't want to build with you. Or you can't be kind with somebody like you think.
Right.
You might feel like this person might be that person, but if they don't want that from you, they don't want it from you.
Yeah. And like it's all a gamble. Life, it's everything in it is a gamble. Everything a gamble.
So I'm gonna say like y'all, we didn't been 2 hours. I think we need a to be continued. Well, because
hey, this was kind of cool. This is my first time doing something like this. It had to take me a little minute to get warmed up. You know what I mean? But I'm ready to go now.
You ready to go? Wait, we gonna have
I'm ready to go now. I know.
We gonna
it look like somebody at that bottom left corner can't go another 5 minutes because she's feeling good, razzling, dazzling.
I'm ready to eat my food.
We're gonna end it, but with one last question: what advice would you give to women as it pertains to love, money, and relationship? We're gonna start with you, Shonda.
What advice would I give to women as it relates to love, money
and relationship?
I'm
a financial bestie. What advice would you give to women?
Love, money, and relationship. Listen, love yourself first. Stack your bag and build your relationship with God. Everything else gonna fall into place.
That's the first time I heard God all night. First and that's the most important.
That's not true because I told y'all he said if a man don't work, he don't eat.
Mike Jones said that too.
So yeah, that's my advice.
That's your advice. All right, Jeff.
I would say most importantly, you know what I'm saying, make sure you got God in your relationship. You know what I mean? I ain't the most religious, you know what I'm saying, the spiritual person, but I know for a fact that without God, ain't nothing gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's relationship, I don't care if it's business, whatever it is, you gotta always keep God at the forefront of your situation. But like I said earlier, communication, you know what I'm saying, and women understanding the power that they hold in a relationship, you know what I mean? And I know this is mostly for women and about women, but men as well. But women got to understand the power that they hold in a relationship and keep that power. You know what I'm saying? Keep that power and don't never let that power go. Because once you release that power, you can't get it back. You know what I'm saying? You possibly can, but it's gonna be tough. It takes the right individual to be able to relinquish that power back to you. So always hold your power, you know what I'm saying? Always communicate, you know what I'm saying? And follow the right leader, follow the right person, you know what I'm saying? Don't just give your steps away to anybody, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that because you're gonna step right into some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So just stay locked in and focus on the right things, you know what I'm saying? And keep your mental right. You know what I'm saying? Keep your mental right. You know what I mean? Make sure you waking up every day, every morning, getting yourself right mentally, because this world right now that we living in is crazy. And it throw you off track and throw you a whole bunch of shit that you think that's in your way when it's really not. You know what I mean? So just allow yourself to love. Just allow yourself to love and be loved back.
Okay. Mr. Gardner.
I'll say first and foremost, keep God first, like everyone else has said. And then this is my second first. Hold yourself accountable. Accountability is key. Accountability is key. And I say that because, listen, if you hold your, and that's what I had to teach myself. And I mean, probably 4 months in my accountability journey. But if you hold yourself accountable, you correct yourself. You'll learn that to say, you know what? Yeah, I'm out of line. Yeah, that ain't right. Yeah, no one else will have to come to you to say, tell you, hey, I don't like the way you hold yourself accountable, because at the end of the day, no one is perfect. So it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to not be, in line all the time. But if you hold yourself accountable, you're always keeping room for correction, like to correct yourself. You know what I mean? So hold yourself accountable. Listen, be open to new things. Know what's for you. Know yourself. Trust yourself. And the sky's the limit. You know what I mean? Like, stop putting we put a cap on ourselves, man. Take that cap off and live in the stars. Like, live amongst the stars, man. All these cliche sayings, like, yeah, it's cliche, but it's attainable. It's attainable, man. So just take the cap off your dreams, take the cap off your expectations, hold yourself accountable, and go make what happen. Well, I mean, anything you want is possible. Go make it happen.
All righty.
Trey, I know we're getting late. Can I say one thing? It's super duper important. I swear to God to you. And I've been working on it myself, and it's been helping me and my marriage out a lot. In your relationship and in your marriage, get out of your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Get out of your feelings and come from a place of understanding. Like, if your woman or if your man is telling you how they feel, listen. You know what I'm saying? Listen. I can't tell you how you feeling. I'm not inside of your body. I'm not inside of your mind. Your mate is expressing to you what they're feeling, not what you feeling. What they're feeling. Listen. Listen and try to understand it. You know what I mean? That's what they're feeling. You know what I'm saying? So try to understand what they're feeling, listen to it, and don't get mad at it, because it's, you know, that it's communication. It's communication. So get out of your feelings, come from a place of understanding and acceptance, and try to figure it out. But never listen to your mate's feelings and then try to tell them how they're supposed to feel.
I agree.
That's good. Oh, wow. Well, thank y'all so much. Y'all have been a blessing. This has been good. I can't wait to have part 2, because I feel like we got a lot more to say, and y'all is an awesome group. So, all right. Thank y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. It has been fun. Until next time.
Good night. Blessings.
Good night.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
Good night.